What's up, everybody? I'm back. Logic in charge. We got to ask some more questions today. Now, I'm going to show y'all something real quick. It's going to be a definition. It's 18 USC Statute 2381. Now, let me show you that. I'll be right back. Okay, as you've seen, that was straight from the government's website. And it says whoever owing allegiance to the United States levies war against them or adheres to their enemies by giving them aid and comfort within the U.S. or elsewhere. They are guilty of treason and shall suffer death or imprisonment up to 5 years and fine $10,000. And that's the definition. Now, that leads to my next point. I'd like to ask our cum dumpster and queef. First off, let me say hi with a one finger salute to that piece of shit. So, you gave $32 million to Afghanistan. Who is in control of Afghanistan right now? That's the Taliban. Now, are they not our enemies? I believe so. So, therefore, he is giving aid to our enemies. I just read the definition of treason. He gave Iran money for gender studies. In my eyes, that would also be treasonous because he's giving aid to another country that is not our ally. Interesting on that. Now, I'm wondering why he paid Afghanistan $32 million of our tax money. Does that represent you or me? I'd have to say negative. That does not represent me. I'd have to say that would be taxation without representation. And that's against the Constitution. So who else is tired of paying for this jackass's fucking tomfoolery? I am. I guess we're gonna have to figure out how to get away from it and stop paying for a government that does not support us. Next thing I would like to talk about, right now we're currently in like a cold war with Russia and China, I'd say. But there were shots fired today, not necessarily on our troops, but there was a supply plane shot down in Kazakhstan after it delivered. Uh, it was quite the quantity of ammunition and supplies to Germany. Now, I'm curious as to why our president or our military command thought it would be a good idea to go from an allied country, fly into a country that we're in a cold war with, and not expect repercussions. How does that make sense? I mean, I guess our government believes that there is no accountability for them. Well, we the people have to hold them accountable. We don't want war, or at least most of us don't. And this jackass is putting us right in the mix of it. Now, I'm not saying to let Russia take the other country. But they're saying we don't want the UN there. And I understand that because look, our country works with the UN to start shit. You know, and we all know this. And if you don't, go back under the rock that you've been under since, maybe the 60s. But it, none of it makes sense, guys. Why don't you think about this shit? Next, I wanna hit on something else now. There's a lot of concern with our financial system from a lot of people. They put the rates up, which caused the market to crash, I guess, or whatever. It's all rigged anyway. We're not meant to get ahead. We're meant to liquidate our wealth to them. And I don't want to do that no more. But you gotta think of it like this, right? Or this will be more the question to ask. What happens when the dollar loses its reserve status? You know what that means? That means other countries won't need it to trade. Which now there's so much more of a supply. Thank you, Biden. Thank you, Trump, you jackasses. And less demand. So what does that happen? What happens then? It devalues even more. Well, the great devaluation of America has started. Look at the stock market and crypto space. I'm thinking it's a theft of our wealth. Now, how many of you out there got your stimmies and thought better of it to try to invest and get ahead of the bullshit? I know I was. I didn't play the stock market. That's too much of a risk for me. I don't get I don't get the information that, you know, our House representatives do, when to buy, when to sell. You know what I mean? And if I did, it would be considered inside trading. Why isn't it considered inside trading for Pelosi? What's good for us is good for them. We need to hold their nuts to the fire. But anyway, back to my point. Once again, how many of y'all out there invested? And if you were good, if you got out before the crash, hey, awesome, you made some money. Those who didn't, how did it feel to get stolen from? They took more of your wealth. You guys got robbed. I didn't buy crypto. I didn't buy stocks. I bought physical, tangible assets. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you can't hold it, you don't own it. And I'm sorry, but I'm not with you'll own nothing and be happy. America was built on free enterprise. And all the people that fought to make it and get equality amongst the people here, we're letting them down. I guess we'll see who's standing at the end of it all, but one thing's for sure, two things for certain. You think MLK fought this hard to get on an equal level with the rest of society for nothing? That's all of our heritage because we're all American. Without that man's speech, one of the most famous ones, of course, you know, uh, it's very inspiring, no matter who the fuck you are. And we're about to lose it all. We're about to wash it all away. For what? For our cum dumpster and queef to sell us out. My last and final question is, I don't know, hold on. I lost my notes. Okay, well, I can't find the notes now, but my last question is, though, what are you going to tell your grandkids what you did during the hostile takeover and the loss of our freedoms? Where were you? I'm bringing light to darkness. And if I'm going to defend myself, I'm not going to go looking for violence. I'm not going to go starting no wars or nothing like that. You know, but I will protect my family and I will protect them with my life. But I guess with that being said, guys, we need to get prepared. You know, you need food, water, protection, and a plan. Without a plan, all that other stuff is senseless. So prepare for the worst and hope for the best, right? Good luck, America. Have a good night.